Daily sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some
snacks. I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. On the draw, it's Harris. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now back to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback. Throwing to start the drive. Russell firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Russell on the screen. This is Eckler. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Looking to throw on second down. Russell, man open. That's Jamar Chase, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And all of that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And McManus able to put it through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A gain of 3, second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They hand this off to Harris. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Harris. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's third down. He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
To throw on 2nd down. Russell, he dumps it to Eckler underneath. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Russell. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second and 8. On the give, this is Eckler. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Back to throw. Russell. And that is incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And Sanders now to return. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On the give, this is Harris. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first down, it's Harris. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second and 9 now. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
On first down, Russell. Open man is Chase, complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Looking to throw on second down. Russell. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Russell. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Eckler, they run left side. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Eckler going to get it again on second down. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Russell. He'll get this to Eckler. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Russell. Got his man. It's Williams. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Back to throw. Russell. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. The kick by McManus is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Russell. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Russell. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Back to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw on 2nd down, Russell. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
2nd and 10. From the gun, Russell. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks. but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
To throw on third down, Russell. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. And McManus able to put it through. And that will make our score 9-0. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe you go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Something to get in the ball. We'll see if they can do it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards the pick up there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. He'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. That's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report.